Sup, bros. It's me, Terry, again. I'm a bull, and this is going to be a quick open letter to the woman of the hour, Laci Green, as I'm sure you bros have already heard about what she's decided to do. And since she has asked for comments and questions, and she's asked some questions for future videos, so I'm going to talk to her directly, ask, say some my thoughts on the matter, and my thoughts on those questions, and ask her a few questions. So, um, with, anyway, here I go. Sup, Laci? My name is Terry Bull, and I would like to say that I think that what you're doing is awesome. I want to give you a whole bunch of kudos for um, deciding to do this and what you're doing, because it's my opinion that there has to be dialogue between opposing views if we're going to properly address any of the problems that either side raises, and because we need to come to an understanding with each other, and it's not just SJW and anti-SJW, it's any aspect where there's two opposing views that are fighting. If they don't properly understand the other side and also view them as people they're talking to as actual people, that nothing's going to happen. And I think that what you're doing will ultimately open the way for more people, more of the SJW side to talk, because I honestly think that we are the quote unquote anti-SJW community are pretty cool about civil dialogue. Not everyone, but I think for the most part, and most of the bros that I hang out with are pretty good with it anyway. Uh, and I also want to say that, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I do think what you're doing is probably the most one of the most brave things I've seen a feminist do in the past year. I've seen the backlash that you've gotten from those on the quote SJW community, and I honestly don't think that you deserve any of that. And I'm really sorry that that happened. And I think that, and based on what I've seen, how you're reacting, I think that you are doing a great job in dealing with it very professionally. Um, but yeah, you had asked a few questions on Twitter on Friday in preparation for some videos, I think. And the first one was, let me pull that up. Um, to those who feel there are only two genders, could you help me understand your view? And my response to that is, I do believe that there are only two genders, and I think that is self-evident in the fact that with the entire concept of transsexualism, and having gender dysphoria, not feeling comfortable with the gender that you were born into, and needing to eventually transition to present as the other opposite sex, and so at the same time, I don't believe that there's one specific way to be a man or one specific way to be a woman. But I do believe that there are biological differences between the two sexes, and that well, I know you said gender, but I have a hard time differentiating those two terms really. I don't really like the concept of gender as it was, especially from the guy who coined the term and what he tried to do to prove his theory about that. Um, but I don't think there's one right way to be a woman, and I don't think there's one right way to be a man. And I don't think a more intellectual man is male is any less of a man than a more physical oriented male, or even a more nurturing type male is not less of a man than the others. And neither do I think that a woman who is more athletic is less of a woman than one who is a nurturing, more traditional household wife type a woman. And that's basically my thoughts on that. And your other tweet was, what are your favorite anti-feminist commentary channels slash social media people that are generally respectful towards others? And I would have to say that I believe that anyone from Honey Badger Radio would be a good fit. Hannah, Allison, Bunny, Cherry, any of them, I think would be are very respectful to those that they disagree with. I mean, they can get pretty heated on their podcast sometimes. But I think in the context of an actual one-on-one debate, that they would be very good. I also think that Teal Deer would be a good fit. And there's this one new YouTube channel that she's not new, but one YouTube channel I recently found called Aiden Paladin, and she's done some anti-feminist videos, especially concerning Islam. Um, and I think that she would be a pretty good person to talk to. And yeah, I think those are the only ones that are popping up off the top of my head right now. But now I have got some questions for you. Um, I would like to first off, what do you think? I'm very much interested in the. I'm like you. I'm interested in the concept of gender and sex and things like that, and from more the male perspective. So I'm wondering what your thoughts are on the men's rights movement and men's issues in general. And also, what are some of your favorite anti-SJW or skeptic channels that you found so far? Um, and what do you like or dislike about them? And also, you mentioned that you like Pocky. And what kind of Pocky do you like? What's your favorite kind of Pocky? I will judge you based off of your preference for Pocky. I'm not just kidding, I won't. Yeah, that's all I have. I don't even know if you'll ever see this video. I hope you do. And I hope everything goes well. I'm looking forward to seeing your videos. And as the bros here at Tau Rho Sigma say, peace, love, Tau Rho.